Nana Efua, I finally came back. Please answer me.
20 years. 20 long years. Not a single letter. Not a single visit. Not even a goodbye. Every evening, an old woman sat beneath the same ancient baobab tree, her tired eyes fixed on the dusty road leading into the village. She believed her granddaughter would return. She never stopped believing. The villagers often told her to give up, but she would simply smile and say, "Tomorrow, perhaps tomorrow she will come." But tomorrow came, and then another, until one day, a richly dressed woman finally returned to the village. She searched every corner of the old compound. She called out with a trembling voice, "Nana Efua." There was no answer.
I finally came back.
Only silence.
Please answer me.
Then her eyes fell upon two lonely graves beneath the old baobab tree. In that moment, she realized she had arrived too late. She fell to her knees and wept like a child. But how did everything come to this? This is how it all began. Long before sorrow visited that village, there lived an old widow named Nana Efua.
What a beautiful evening.
She was poor, very poor. Her little mud house stood at the edge of the village, where the evening breeze carried the songs of birds and the laughter of children. The roof leaked whenever it rained. The cooking pot was almost always empty. Yet no child ever left her home hungry. For Nana Efua possessed a wealth that money could never buy. She had a heart overflowing with kindness. Many years earlier, a terrible sickness had taken the lives of her daughter and son-in-law, leaving behind two little girls, Amma and little Adoa. From that day forward, Nana Efua became both mother and grandmother to them. Every morning before the sun rose, she wrapped an old cloth around her waist, picked up her woven basket, and walked into the forest to gather firewood, medicinal herbs, and wild fruits to sell in the market. Whatever little money she earned was spent on the girls. She often went to bed hungry so they could sleep with full stomachs. And every evening, as they gathered around the cooking fire, she would tell them, "Gold may fill your hands for a little while, but kindness will fill your life forever." The girls listened carefully, especially little Adoa. But as Amma grew older, she began to dream of something bigger than the little village. She dreamed of beautiful clothes, large houses, jewelry that sparkled in the sunlight, and a life far away from poverty. Then one afternoon, everything changed. A wealthy trader arrived from the city with servants, horses, fine fabrics, and bags filled with gold and silver. The entire village gathered to watch. The trader noticed Amma and smiled. "A beautiful and hard-working young woman like you does not belong in this little village," he said. "Come with me to the city, work for me, and one day you will wear silk instead of patched cloth." Amma's heart raced with excitement. She had never imagined such a life. That evening, she packed her few belongings. Little Adoa clung tightly to her sister, crying. Nana Efua stood quietly at the doorway. She knew she could not force Amma to stay. Before leaving, Amma hugged them both. "I promise I'll come back," she said. "I'll return rich, and I'll take care of both of you." Nana Efua smiled gently. "Money is good, my child, but don't stay away so long that love forgets your face." The next morning, Amma disappeared beyond the hills. At first, letters came. Then they became fewer. Eventually, they stopped completely. Months passed. Then years. No letters. No visits. No news. Only silence. Every evening, Nana Efua still walked to the old baobab tree to watch the road. She believed Amma would return. Adoa stayed. She helped her grandmother gather firewood. She learned to weave baskets. She learned to farm. She cared for the elderly, and she never complained. The villagers admired her gentle heart.
It's my pleasure.
Then one rainy season, Nana Efua became very ill. She could no longer walk to the forest. One quiet evening, she placed her old woven basket into Adoa's hands. "My child, never chase riches so far that you lose the people who prayed for you." Those were the last words she ever spoke. A few days later, the old woman passed away peacefully. The villagers buried her beneath the same baobab tree where she had waited every evening. Adoa cried until there were no tears left. Years passed. Her baskets became known throughout the surrounding villages because they were made with patience, honesty, and love. One afternoon, a fine carriage stopped at the entrance of the village. A beautifully dressed woman stepped down. She wore expensive jewelry, elegant clothes, everything she had once dreamed of, but her eyes carried no joy. It was Amma. She had found wealth, but somewhere along the way, she had lost the people who mattered most. She hurried through the village calling for her grandmother. She searched the old compound. She searched every room. But Nana Efua was nowhere to be found. Then she saw them. 2 quiet graves beneath the old baobab tree. Her knees gave way. She collapsed onto the earth, crying with all the sorrow her heart had hidden for 20 years. Adoa, now a grown woman, walked slowly toward her
Nana,
sister.
I miss you.
There was no anger in her
She's
eyes,
with you.
only compassion.
I know.
She reached out her hand,
I miss her so much.
I know.
then embraced Amma
Me
as they
too.
both wept beneath the tree where
hurts.
Nana
We'll get
Efua
through it
rested.
together.
And from that day, the elders would always tell the children, a road to wealth is easy to travel, but if it takes you too far from those who love you, the road back may become the longest journey of your life.